Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, we're going to do a little heart transplant tonight on the Bandit, and the Rustler is going to get a brushless upgrade. So, I've got a 4-pole Traxxas ESC here and the 3500 Pinion motor. This Pinion motor is a 2-pole, ESC is 4-pole. Because it's one of the newer 2-pole motors, it works with the 4-pole ESC, which gives this thing completely mentally insane power and speed, which is like just uncontrollable. But I still have my Surpass brushless motor that I got quite a while back, and I had to replace the bearings in it because I blew them to hell. And so I ended up getting a replacement pack of, I think it was like 10 bearings for like a couple of bucks from Banggood. And so anyways, we're going to throw this motor in because it is 4-pole. And it's a little bit less kV. It's 3100 kV in this one. Still got plenty of power. And I've got a Traxxas VXL3M ESC that actually came paired with this 2-pole motor in a truck deal I got a while back. So we're going to throw that stuff into the Rustler. So we just got to get this thing apart and see what we can pull off here. And I'll probably do some high speed on the video just so you can, you know, go through it. I'm going to sit here and just work on this thing, but I'll high speed the sections that I need to, and so that it's not a forever video for you guys, but at least you'll get the idea. So the first thing we're going to do is pull our pinion off, and we're going to throw it right on to this motor. And that's there for now. And we shall pull this out. A couple of people actually on my channel have been bugging me for a while to actually do a brushless upgrade on either my Slash or my Rustler. And I kind of really like the Rustler, even in the winter time, for being a 2-wheel drive. It actually works better than the Slash. And so I figured I'd do the Rustler. But I was going to wait and just get a complete new brushless system. But then I thought, you know, I got this 2-pole friggin' Traxxas motor, and, you know, it works great, and it matches up really good with the VXL3M. So why not just use it? So now, I'll check and see if these screws are going to be the same thread. And, yeah, it's looking like they're going to be okay. I'll probably use the hex ones anyways, just because I like them better. Okay, so, take that out. And jam this sucker in here. Feed the wires through. It's always the fun part. Alright. Let's see if we can just use the screws that I had in here. Because I actually like these better. Half the fun begins. Get that lined up first. There we go. That's lined up. I really like the hex screws a lot better than star tip. They just seem to work so much better. That's actually a different size. 2 sizes. Okay. Two sizes. Gotta remember I got two sizes here. Okay, so we need our flat spot. Looks like the flat spot there. Wondering if maybe move this way. No, we're gonna have to do it this way. A little bit different length than the shaft here, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. Okay, so we need a piece of paper. Now, because this is 48 pitch, standard thickness photocopy paper or printer paper, one layer only for this. That's going to be just a little, I think that'll still be okay. Now I'm going to tighten this Allen key down a little bit more. There we go. And our other one. That's perfectly level. Good mesh on that. So now we can do the final tightening on this one. Okay, good. That is not going anywhere. And we need our cover. I do have RPM arms on this thing for the rear. I still got to get some front ones and some other RPM parts like shock towers and all that jazz. By the way, for those of you who may have seen these N2G nut drivers that I got a long time ago, if you check my channel, they've actually been holding up extremely well. So they are really good tools. Alright, so let's feed the rest of these wires through here and get them hooked up. I actually got to secure this ESC better. I actually broke one of my mounts a while back on this sucker. Wasn't overly amused with that, but yeah, stuff happens, you know. So the blue, yellow, and white. Now, everything is equal in the world. I'll just grab a battery here quick. And we'll see how this thing does. Get that out of the way. Guess I'm going to have to find a new antenna tube. I actually use Fly Sky radio gear with my Bandit. Pretty good. Works awesome. I'm cool with that. Alright. Now, we got to pull out the brush system and whop in a brushless. Right on. So, what I'll do is I'm going to shut off the camera here just so I can get part of this prepped ahead, save some video time. Okay guys, we've got part of this prepped for you. I've already got the pinion off too. I figured, you know, let's try and save some time. Maybe I won't have had to do any kind of high speed for you guys. Some people actually like to watch this in normal speed anyway. Okay, that's out. Alright, one brushed motor system disassembled, Stephanie. Now, this is all Traxxas, so it should be all the same anyway. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be the same. Bearings are still doing pretty good in this bugger. Okay, so feed these through. This one screw doesn't come all the way out, which is fine because the spur gear is in the way. But that is not a problem at all. Okay, flat to flat. Am I gonna have the space for this? Woohoo. Just enough space, holy. Just gotta keep this, get this snugged up a little bit to keep the motor flat first. And this is what you call tight quarters. I don't remember if I upgraded my pinion in this sucker or not. I know I did my slash. Okay, I'm gonna need a different Allen key for that. Be right back. Alright guys, I had to get a proper sized Allen key. Some things are metric and some are standard on these trucks. Why can't they just make it one way or the other? We have no idea. The old-fashioned way. There we go. fine. Spur on this thing. 90. That's why we don't have hardly any room. 90 tooth. That's the stock one. Puppy power. Okay, so set mesh. Got a new slice of paper. I know some of my RC fans watching this video are going, "It's about time." Not necessarily about time to do RC, but about time to do the upgrade here. Could be the RC part too. I know I've been doing a lot of music stuff, and you know, it's just weather's been really crappy, so you know that kind of happens in Canada. And but I do have some new RC stuff coming in for you guys, and I do mean new as in new machines, so that will be refreshing for a lot of you, I'm sure. Okay. That looks good. Alright. So, we got to transplant our ESC next. But before we do that, I'm going to put the wheels back on this puppy. Now the ESC I'm using in this is actually the VXL3M. Small ESC, but it works. It works really well. The guy I got the truck off of was in a HSP four-wheel drive truck, the system, and worked quite well. And of course you can run 2S or 3S, which is fine. But it seemed to cooperate with the motor okay. So that, oh shoot. I gotta put my cover on and then put this wheel on. My bad. I would have done this as two separate videos, guys, but it's like, let's do it all in one, and you know, you can actually see everything that's happening and all that jazz. And well, you would on two anyways, but you know, it's kind of like, well, we'll just do one video for you. And, if the weather cooperates soon, we will do some testing with both machines. I've never had a brushless system in this truck before, but I did have a Rustler before that I picked up. It was a used one, and man, I terrorized the hell out of that damn thing. And it took every bit of beating I could lace into it and then some. These things are, the Rustler, I don't know what it is about it compared to the Bandit. There's not a lot of differences, but there's enough that this thing is just an awesome, awesome piece of machinery. And it just keeps coming back for more, you know, kind of like the Slashes, you know, really hard trucks to destroy. But definitely got the cool factor going there. Alright, so I need to crack open the zip box here. Get rid of that. Now this one is actually running Traxxas equipment, if I remember right. Yes, it is all, because it is still factory, so it's running Traxxas radio gear. This is actually good not to do this in high speed, because there are a lot of people that don't even know how to get into these boxes, so, you know, it's kind of like, well, let's do it this way. And these HSP tools too, by the way, I picked them up for like 20 bucks at RC Hobbies Direct Outlet, I think it's called, .com in Canada. And for 20 bucks, man, these things are taking a lot of torture, these tools. They're just great, great tools for working on the RCs with. Okay, so we need our ESC, which is going to be this one here. Get that out of there. had a lot of use out of these HSP tools, a lot of use, and they are still going strong after all this time. So if you're looking for a durability factor on these, they're definitely durable. Okay, here becomes the conundrum problem. This is a slide-in style ESC. So we are going to have to zip tie this sucker into place somehow. So we need to do a slight modification. I need to go from there and in there. Okay. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. So I'm not modifying the original mounting holes. I'm going to modify these ones here. It's going to be a little harder to get at that one. These little VXL 3M ESCs, you usually find them in your mini Subbits and mini E-Revos. So, but it's what I have, and because I know it works, I don't have a problem trusting it. So, so that is going to kind of just make the grade a bit there. Now, put this back in. There's more than one way to modify something in when you need to. Now, these screws are stock original, so I don't want to ever lose them. So what I'm going to do, if I can, is I want to put them back in their original holes. So this way, they'll never get lost. This one I can screw down all the way. And this one I should be able to do the same. Yeah, it kind of just misses. Let's bring that one up just a little bit. Alright. So now this side. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to see if I'm going to need to do anything here. Oh, it's going to slide it, but that's okay. We'll get it slid into position on the right angle, and then I can just run some hot glue in there later, and that'll keep it from ever flying out. So yellow, white, blue. That's okay there. So now this. I would flip the battery around the other way, but believe it or not, you actually can't on this one. You're kind of stuck. Okay, so I need this. Alright, be right back. Alright, before I bolt this together, I'm going to have to make sure that's in the right channel. I'm also going to have to make sure that's on NIM mode. And it is on NIM mode. Looks like I have a bushing issue. I have to replace that with some bearings. That's a little sloppy. That one's tight. That one's a little sloppy. We'll fix that later off of video. Important thing is, that works. Okay. Gasket's all good and in place. Hold that down. One question I get asked a lot on my channel, especially about Traxxas machines, well, a lot of them, but mainly Traxxas, is the waterproof part. Every Traxxas machine I know of is actually waterproof, and snowproof, and mudproof. So you don't have to worry about these things. I've driven mine right into the lake, in and out, doesn't matter, doesn't hurt nothing. There was 110 Revo at one time. Everything was waterproof in the bloody thing except for the ESC. I don't think they make that ESC anymore as a non-waterproof. I think it's now all waterproof. But I know that they did have it in the one Traxxas machine that I knew of. Traxxas wasn't always waterproof though, like back in the old days, no. But, I mean, we still did stupid stuff and it still stayed running most of the time, so no big deal there. Watch this antenna too, especially the metal part, but even this tip. Be very careful with it so you don't mess it up. You want to keep that inside an antenna tube. So, because if you wreck it, well, there goes your range. Okay, so that's all back together. This is all hooked in. Let's check this anyways on video. Let's see what's going on with this bushing. I think I might have some spare bushings or even a set of bearings here I can throw in. Because this truck, being that it came brushed, came with bushings, not bearings. And I've been wanting to do some upgrades anyways, and I think I might have enough parts, but I'm not totally sure. It's hard to say. Check this out. Let's see if we can find out what's happening here. So in case you wanted to know how to do this part, well, this is how we do it. Little metal washer that you'll find, and you want to not lose that. You need that washer. You know, it's funny, I haven't had a ton of use on this truck yet. And looks like the bushings maybe. Oh, wow, that's kind of oversized. So that. Alright, you know what? I'll be right back. Well guys, looks like I don't have any bushings or bearings. Darn it! So we're going to have to just put it back together and beat the crap out of it some more the way it is. No big deal. Hasn't destroyed anything yet. Just means I'm going to have a little bit of a wobbly wheel. That's not a huge deal. Okay. Not a lot of forgiveness for space there either. Well, we tried. Can't say I didn't try. It's always worth a shot. You never know what's in the collection of parts. Apparently, no bearings. So I guess I'll have to order in a bearing kit and just upgrade this whole darn thing to bearings. So that's easy enough to do. Those things are bugger and a half sometimes. Okay, now remember that washer I was telling you about that you don't want to lose? Okay, So what I'm going to do is, now that we know the angle that this ESC is going to sit on in here, is I'm going to hot glue it in place. So this way it's not going to come out of there too easily. That's good and snug. That's too bad. At least one side could have had a set of bearings, but oh well. Should be interesting to see how this actually performs in a Rustler. Yeah, I don't think that really did any good. I flipped them, so I just don't think it did any good worth of beans, but serious pizza cutters. I'm not pushing that full blast. Well, I will on the roadway. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna shut the camera off, go get my hot glue gun, heat her up, and I'll show you where I'm gonna seal this thing, so you know what to do. That's gonna stay there, but I'd rather have the extra safety of the hot glue. And don't get any hot glue into the fins if you do this, because that will not go well for your ESC. Don't go away. Alright guys, I think our glue gun's ready to go. So, because we need the exact angle, plug that in, right like that. Glue stick here. It's going to be a little challenging. I feel like a blind man. I don't exactly have a lot of light, but it'll work. Put a little bit around that tie strap there, just on the edge. Let that dry and we'll get the little furries off. I love that little glue gun, man. It's pretty cool. Works really well. Heats up quick, doesn't get overly blistering hot, and gets the job done. Alright, little furries are gone. Now, a couple of them are still left. There we go. Alright, lights up nice and red. Alright, well, I have personally not driven that HSP truck with that motor and ESC combo, so I'm going to put this on the floor, and let me just... Okay, let's try this out. Very minimal throttle for takeoff, no cogging at all. That's just barely touching the throttle. that's going to be able to pop some wheelies. Yeah, okay, so we'll have to do some outdoor testing. I'm not going to gun the crap out of it in the house. So, there you go. Heart transplants are complete. Now I got to get a brushless system for my slash. Have to order one for that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Catch you on the next one.